Developing a simple tower defense taught me more about game design than I could have ever imagined. After 6 months of learning and overcoming many challenges, it is finally complete, and you can go check it out right now. But let me tell you, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Let's dive into the mistakes I made and the lessons I learned, which could save you weeks of frustration. We initially dreamed of adding multiple themed sections with each having unique mechanics, but as we wrapped up the core gameplay, the game already feels complete. However, if you enjoy this project, let me know, and I will definitely consider coming back and expanding the game further. When developing the status effect system for the bucket towers, I went for scalability and spent a lot of time getting the foundation right. I did this to avoid problems like Minecraft's damage system, where fire damage is a completely different system than poison damage, even though they have the same functionality. This saves lots of time down the road and shows you the importance of planning ahead. The first iteration of the placement system was functional, but pretty clunky, so I refined it, drawing inspiration from Bloons tower defense. Now the placement feels much more intuitive, providing no issues when placing towers in the corners, and as a bonus, helps the user know where they can place towers. I thought that using one game manager for all scenes would help out in the efficiency department, but it turns out it made it even harder to manage. So instead, I have a different manager for every scene, so that I don't have to worry about implementing a universal system for all scenes. On this short I uploaded a while back, I received a few suggestions for the game, and I think they're all great ideas. First, let's begin with this one. Make a store to buy towers. No problem, let's do it. Creating a shop system for the game was a fun process. Now you can unlock towers and upgrades by earning stars in each level. But the save and load system was quite tricky to learn and implement, as I had to figure out the hard way that Unity's built-in JSON system did not work with complex data types, like dictionaries. But I found a solution that solves all of the problems I was having. So if you'd like to know more about the system I used, I have provided a link in the description. And now it's time to add the summoner tower that Baller9FM suggested. But first, I have to decide, do I want to add the summoning system of Kingdom Rush or the Bloons tower defense one? On one hand, I will need to implement a whole new system of entities that can interact with the enemies and fully change the enemy AI to adopt this new system. Or I can add a simple new tower that spawns at multiple towers with a specific condition. I think there is a clear winner here, so I got creative and added this little guy, which can only be placed on water, and he summons little pirate underlings to fight for him, and then they disappear after a little bit. It's still very experimental, so in order to unlock him, you have to do a little secret action in a level. And let me know if you'd like to see upgrades for this tower in the future. During this journey, I have learned lots and have had a lot of fun developing this little project, but this project is simply a stepping stone in my journey to creating my dream games. So I leave the game in this finished demo state. I will consider coming back and giving it more spice in the future, so now that I have finished it, it is time to move on to a different project. So subscribe and leave a comment with your suggestions for what I should make next. And so I'll see you next time.